wow. Just to, I've not given you permission to leave here. I'm a teacher. Here. Bado hatujamaliza. Can you turn to your friend and say, I know who I am? Partner, high five. Me, I need to see high five. 10 are strong. I know who I am. Thank you very much. Get seated now. Get down to your parents. To have children like this is a favor. Ama sivyo wazazi, tuwapigiane makofi. Is a favor. And each day is a favor to us. And we cannot waste that favor. I'm going to share with you 2 statements before I leave and get seated. So can you get down with your books? Pick your pen and paper because you're going to write this. Just 2 words to share with you this morning. I've been given 10 minutes, and I know I have only 2 or 3 minutes left, if 10 minutes are not over yet. Number 1, if it is to be, it is up to me. Put that down. If it is to be, it is up to me. I like to listen now. You are in charge of your destiny. And I always remind my scholars, my children as well. Sorry, I did tell you I have a family. I have a family of 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls. And a grandfather of 4 kids, grandchildren, beautiful kids. 2 of my boys are engineers, like Engineer Kemani. And my last born is a second-year university now. You are in charge of your destiny. And I'm sure throughout this session and tomorrow, you'll be talking a lot about hard work, self-discipline, commitment to purpose. I might not dwell too much in that because I'm sure you're going to cover that. But I'll tell you what will move you to the next level. It is your character. Character. Men of character are respected. Ladies of character are trusted. Hiya, what did I say? Men of character are? It is your character that will take you to the next level. It is the self-discipline. It is the values. It is the friends you keep. Your character. Point number 2 that I wish to share with you in the next minute. And I want you to put down this. It is not what happens to me that matter how far I go in life. And I'm addressing parents as well. It is not what matters, happens to you that determines how far you go. What matters then? It is what you do with what happens to you. It doesn't matter whether you have money or not. It is what you do with that situation. We don't give because we are rich. We give because we have a big heart. Your past is gone. Your future is yet to come. You have to make do with what you have and move on to the next level. Excuses are pillars to poverty. Hiya. Excuses are pillars to poverty. And every poverty is hinged on the pillars of excuses. I wish I did. I wish my husband came home today and supported me. I wish my neighbor who did it. No, no, no. Those are excuses. Move out. Reach out to the institutions that are offering bursary and present your child there. Pray, because God knows whom you are and has good plans for you. He doesn't want us to perish. He wants us to excel, isn't it? And if you read success stories of people who have excelled in life, talk of even Jenga Karume. The late Jenga Karume was a Chakobana. Can you imagine? He died a billionaire of a man. Billionaire of a man. One day I went to a state called Washington. Washington is far west. Seattle is the capital city. Big city. And I went there purposely to do one thing. I wanted to meet Bill Gates because the Silicon Valley, I was told, was in Seattle. Indeed, it is Seattle. And I wanted to see the secret behind this Silicon Valley. What is this? And I went through. A friend of mine, a Kenyan there, took me through to the Silicon Valley. There's nothing unusual about Silicon Valley. So when I met Bill Gates last year, we went for a Rotary International conference in Atlanta. And we had a chance of meeting Bill Gates in person. He's one of the greatest supporters we have in Rotary. He supports polio efforts. And a lot of his polio effort is actually earmarked to Kenya. And he came as a guest speaker. And out of all the people who attended, I actually wanted to sneak in and have a photograph with Bill Gates. Oh, I still have it. It's so nice. But what inspired me is that he fell out of college, and the way he grew up was a very humble beginning. Today he's one of the richest people we have in the world. And when he was addressing us, he told us, Rotarians, I believe in you. Whatever shilling, whatever dollar you contribute, I'll top it up with $2. Can you imagine? Whatever dollar you raise for charity, I'll top it up with 2. So we worked hard all over the world, and we raised several $million. He has topped it up. And Rotary is now talking of cancer hospitals in South Africa, in Afghanistan. Polio is almost completely vanquished. It will no longer be a killer disease, even in this country, because of Rotary. That's the effort of Rotary. Because of people like Bill Gates. They came from a humble beginning. Because he did something with the situation where he was in. He never sat home to agonize on his miseries. My third and last point. Work smart. Work smart. Plan and prepare. And this is particular to the students, the scholars. Plan and prepare. Choose your careers very early and prepare on how to achieve your dreams. Plan. Think smart. At times I feel like God is unfair. The most hardworking people are not necessarily the richest. And at times I look at quarry workers and see how they knock stones. You've seen them? They knock stones to get small 9x9 building blocks. And they really work hard. What do they take home at the end of the day? Very little, isn't it? At times. So even hard work has to be supplemented with working smart. So you might be hard working, but in the wrong direction. Work hard and work smart. I have met Chris Kerubi, and he's one guy who inspires me as a very smart worker. Or even Equity, the founder of Equity. The founder of Equity, which is now one of the biggest banks here. Never went beyond Form 4. He used to pick coffee. Kule Muranga. He used to do normal duties at home, but he worked smartly. He looked at what was around him. He created an opportunity. He said, now, suppose all these people who are picking coffee today can have a place where they can drop their money in the evening instead of taking it home. So you are paying 500. Okay, leave me with 300. I'll keep it for you, and it will generate some interest at the end of the year. And that's how Equity was founded. From a very humble beginning. And today, it's one of the leading banks, and the only bank that is supporting more than 12,000 kids in education in this country. Other banks make profits and transfer it to their countries and elsewhere. They invest in mortar and cement. Equity invests in human beings, and that's why I salute them. From a very humble beginning, work smart. My scholars, my daughters, my sons, even my parents there, work smart. Hata nyumbani, work smart. Those are the 3 points I really wanted to share with you. If it is to be, it is up to me. The second one, it is not what happens to me, it is what I do with what happens to me. If you don't have a maths teacher, you must compensate for that. Do not give excuses for poor performance because you didn't have a maths teacher. And finally, work smart. In your life, work smart. Plan. Before you implement, think through it. Plan and effectively execute your goals. I close my book because this is the end of my 10 minutes, and I hope I have not exceeded that.